Aquarius, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the solar eclipse. This is going to be a 6-month reading, which we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing an Astroflower, and then we're going to be clarifying those Astroflower with the Light Seers cards as well. I have done the collective reading, and wow, what a reading. This new revolution that is you are going to be part of. And the most powerful, you're going to vote for it every day. Every time you put your hand in your pocket or you say something to someone, how you interact with other people is how you're going to sculpt this new world. And that is really important for everyone to get involved with it. It's a new mission that we're going on. And it should be born out of your heart's desires. Let's just get straight in here. Here's the overall energies. Here's the karmic message for your relationship side. Here's the karmic message for your material side. Here's how the universe is influencing this karmic message. How your guides or your past is influencing the karmic message. This is how the guides are influencing the conversation in you or your future. And also the general outcome. This is the relationship side and your financial side. So without further ado, thank you very much for being with us, Aquarius. Let's just jump straight in there. Hope you have a lovely reading. Going through that portal, Pluto has moved into your sign. As a Capricorn, it was in Capricorn for 15 years, and I'm so glad it's gone into Aquarius. And it's really good in Aquarius, actually, because it's going to make people realize what their dreams and aspirations are and make them start walking towards those dreams and aspirations. It's going to be very important to do that. And this is going into this whole new paradigm. And it's almost as if like we've gone through the door and we're there. Now we're in this new Garden of Eden. What do we do with it? You've got the Ace of Pentacles starting on your relationships. It's building upon your relationships, and this is regards to your family, your friends, and your partner. Building on it in a way, in a very constructive way, in a very physical way, interacting with people on a physical level, doing things together, maybe even building a home or doing, exploring those sort of avenues. The Five of Pentacles here in this, the universe is here is don't allow the past, the bad aspects of the past influence your direction, your dreams and your aspirations. Usually this is obviously a financial card, but this is on the relationship side. So it's you'll be blessed in the way that you will no longer be highlighting your shortcomings. We've all got shortfallings and shortcomings, Aquarius. And it might be a case of here is that the people that don't understand the logic are going to be very frustrating to deal with. And sometimes if, with your good selves, if people don't get the logical thing and you're just kind of why do you not get it? It could make you angry in the past with them or upset with them or just sort of sort of disappointed in them. I think this is where you've got to move away from that and literally just sort of moving towards your dreams and aspirations. This Ace of Pentacles, this starting of a new cycle for you. I think is leaving the old ways of doing things in the past in regards to relationships. Yeah, the past here, and this is how your guides are influencing this. This is past, as I say, I think this is in the past. The old difficult ways of and painful sort of situations with people have come to an end, are coming to an end. Any complications that you might have with sort of friends, family, or your, within your partnership, within your couple, I think it's already come to an end. But I think this is much more of a case of a larger sort of relationship, the general way of the painful relationship that you might have had with the general public or the people that are generally around you. You've started this mission. And you seem to have started it, I've noticed it, going right back to your birthday season and even just before in the beginning of January. The way you've positioned yourself energetically, physically, emotionally within your life has set you apart in a way from other people. And because it's set you apart from other people, they may not like that. And that's what the ending of that, because you've stayed true to yourself, which I've seen to see in your weekly readings, absolutely brilliant. Because you've stayed true to yourself, you seem to be in a position where you've let go of the past and any painful stuff that is connected to it. and it's going to allow you to move on. This is, as I say, how the guides are influencing this karmic path, saying use that one seed to build a whole brighter new future. And then you've got the Knight of Cups, offerings coming in for you. It could be some of you that have actually been an end of a painful relationship that you might have lost money in with some people. You know, that's going to be for some of you. But with this new logic and this new logical evolution that we're going through, I think this is where you have stepped into it fully. And you're letting go of any sort of painful things in the past. And as you let go of it all and realize it's dead and done and dusted, certain relationships in your life, all of a sudden, there is going to be new ones coming towards you because you've got that Ace of Pentacles there. And that's what you should be striving towards. Those dreams and aspirations, good communication, good offerings of relationships or love within your world. I think that's going to come through in the latter stages of the summer. Things, you know, during this period here, going from the end of April right through to sort of July, you're going to realize a lot of things in life that are just finished and done and moving on from. That's that aspect of it all. And from there, I think you're going to get a lot of sort of, offerings coming your way. This could be from family, friends, or community, or your partnership, you know. This is what I was talking about, where you set things up beautifully. Your karmic mission here is to take your rightful place. That's what it's sort of saying here. And be recognized for it. Be recognized for the good work you've done over the past year. And you've got to own it. That's what it's sort of saying to you here. The universe here has got the Five of Wands. So you've got the Five of Wands with the overall, it's like that's almost like a trump card. It's trumping the whole lot. Is the universe been fighting against you? No, I don't think so. I think you've had this sort of thing, and this idea of or way of doing things in life, which is very unique to you, Aquarius. And with that uniqueness, people may not like it because, you know, you're setting yourself apart. You're creating this Six of Wands scenario, this recognition. And it is your rightful place. It's not that you've just fallen into it. You've earned it because of the work you've done. And this here is the universe sort of saying, now is the time, after this learning period, now is the time to be the best example of yourself. Okay? So the past, the Five of Swords, walking away from complications within the business world that no longer stands up to this new logic, no longer stands up to this logic, this natural logic of kind of going, is this really just for me to make money? Or is this also not only bringing me money and, fortuitous future, but also working in harmony with everything that is around me in order to make this world a better place? I think this is the walking away from that. Those parts of business, parts of jobs or projects or things like that within the material world that are just causing headaches for causing headaches. And that is what also, everyone's getting this in this section here. There's something that's dead and done and dusted with. And as I say, I think it's going to be around about the July period, June-July period, where, there's a realization going on. And it's going to, as you step through this, it's going to make you realize those Nine of Wands, he's got one wand, and that's what his mission is, because that's what the one wand that the Six of Wands is holding. He's taken that one wand and gone forward, taken that passion for life and gone forward, striving into what he should be doing. The Five of Wands as well, this person here, on this side here, is holding one wand up because it's no longer entangled in that sort of Four Wands that are kind of going, bah, 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 and who are frightened of this Four of Wands here, this new paradigm that you're going into. And these Nine of Wands here is going off towards a mission. With the Eight of Wands is the messages that you have understood, so you no longer have to do those sort of things. You no longer have to go back upon yourself. They're healthy boundaries that will trigger in you to sort of say, no, that don't work. I'm not doing that sort of scenario. And you will be going towards the Queen of Pentacles, assurance, contentment, feeling of knowing exactly who you are and why you are doing what you do best, basically. And you know, she's the most serene of all the queens, really, and the most calm of all the queens, because it's built her status is built upon built upon understanding the knowledge, the tree of knowledge. That's where she's sat upon, and you've got a lot of that tree within that, all those ones there. You know, but yeah, so it's definitely gonna produce a lot of emotional satisfaction that comes out of mental logic, which is totally your sign in the Astroflower. You know, you're 2/3 water and 1/3 air. 2/3 air, sorry, and 1/3 water. And these sort of emotions, these clarifications of these emotions that come to the future, they come up to the surface in the future, and coming out of those emotions that come through the logic, as it were. And you're just going to feel completely at one with who you are, I think, in this ever-changing world. Let's just see what the clarification is. Oh, there's two cards that want to come out here. You've got the Hermit and the Seven of Wands. A lot of people have been getting the Seven of Wands, which you haven't got on the main reading. It is going through that dark night of the soul, which I think you've already been through. As I say, you've set yourself up since the beginning of January into a real sort of position that is absolutely perfect. And in this new paradigm, you have realized that concentrating on yourself and making sure that you're in a good place will mean that everybody else can be in a good place. And this is a good position for you to have in this new paradigm. With the Ace of Pentacles, we get the Two of Cups. I think this is what is building here to this Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups up there. It is the unification of your self and the higher self. It could also be the unification between you and another person as well, but built out of action, built out of material sort of connection in regards to relationships that are around you. The King of Swords, this is clarity through judgment, through action, of going up to the top of the mountain and having that understanding. It's very much like similar to the Hermit card in the way, because the Hermit has gone round the mountain, so it's gone on the dark side of the mountain, the shadow side of the soul, and through that you've come into a judgment where you're no longer going to be allowing your weaknesses within your relationships to govern you, and that is what's going to put pay to this Ten of Swords here with the Knight of Cups. This is what's going to put pay to it, and this is what's going to help you realize that you're on the right path. It might have been painful to start with, but you're really on the right path with that Knight of Cups. Those opportunities or the offerings of love, the communication, the celebration that's going to come through with it is going to put pay to all those. Everybody's been getting the Nine of Swords as well. And this shows it. So it's dead and done the dust with. And as you go on through the July period and up through to September, you're going to be all of a sudden those sort of woes and worries, those sleepless nights, worrying about the future and worrying about your relationships will just dissipate like a morning mist in a hot sunny day. You know, it's just going to literally evaporate around you. And it's going to be a really beautiful thing because of the offering that is coming in for you. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. Lovers, falling in love with what you've done. Falling in love with you, I think, is here. And this is also ties in beautifully with the Two of Cups of getting that higher self for you. Falling in love with what you've done. You should be proud of it. You should recognize it and love it and kind of go, yes, this is it. Five of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Cups. So it's now you've got, this is, as I say, you've freed that wand off, and now you've taken that wand and you've gone on. You've had to set yourself in a position where it might have been conflictual with the world around you, but you knew you were right, and now you're radiating that pure joy and happiness within you, so everybody can see that you were right. So you're no longer entangled in the fighting and all of that malarkey. Walking away from the conflict and the, something that's not worth winning, a war that's not worth winning, is judgment. Realizing your higher self. This is going to your higher self, going to your higher calling. You've got that judgment card, which is almost going to put judgment upon the old way of doing things. And as I say, I think the financial world is big businesses are going to try and sort of squeeze the general public in a way of pushing them down in one avenue. And I think this judgment card here is realizing, kind of going, do you know what? I'm not sure if I want to do that. Striking out a little bit for autonomy within your business, within your job, within all of that sort of aspect there, rising to your higher self and realizing that you are on the right path and you have the Six of Wands there. Whichever way you sort of do it and whichever way you engage in it, I'm not a case of throwing away all technology. I totally get that. And I think it's a really good thing, but we've got to understand money first. And we don't understand it. And it is a rigged table, money. So that's what's going to kind of come out of the system with logical ways of doing it. And we saw this with the alcoholic beverage company that did an advertising campaign. And I think there's also a sports company that's connected to it. And also a women's health company connected to it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because obviously YouTube would strike me. But we've seen the backfire, the backlash of all of that, and that's the logical evolution that's happening in front of our very eyes. And getting involved in that, and it's going to tie into how you think as well. Within your pocket is your strongest voting card. And how you interact with other people is also incredibly strong and powerful of how you connect with the people around you in a very social and enjoyable sort of way. And that's what's going to happen there in the judgment. You're going to realize that you've got it right. You've got it. You know what's going on, and you're going to feel so secure about it all. With that Nine of Swords, you get the page. Nine of Wands, you get the Page of Wands. So now it's taking that one wand that's the Nine of Wands is holding. Let me just show you that. Yeah, he's holding that one wand. And now you've got that sort of saying, and now you can start playing, exploring the passions that are within you, which is going to bring you into a state of absolute, security, because you're going to be able to explore all the beautiful parts of your life in the material world and feel absolutely secure and get some real good security out of it all. The Knight of Wands. Did we get the Knight of Wands? There's so much passion going on here for you, Aquarius. That Knight of Wands is also going on a really sort of powerful mission. Striking in, it's like the bells that are tolling for the new paradigm. It's a new way of doing things, being very excited about this new way of constructing this new reality that we're walking into. You are part of it, Aquarius, and you're gonna be a leader. You're gonna be, because you've already set this up beforehand. And with Pluto coming into your sign, it's gonna push everybody to start seeking for the true higher self, to be very creative, to be very humane between each other. Absolutely great reading. Very, very powerful for you. Very, very solid. A real good transitional point for you, Aquarius. Thank you very much for being here on the Astroflower and being part of the Astroflower family and engaging in life. That's what's really important. Thank you very much for that. In the meantime, I will see you soon for the lunar eclipse reading, and also your monthly reading as well, and your weekly reading, which comes out on this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.